A seismic shift is silently unfolding behind palace walls as Spain's royal house, known for its carefully maintained protocols and image of stability, makes a discreet yet deeply significant move that is now coming to light, one that involves the very heart of its future, Princess Leonor. As the young heir to the Spanish throne steps into a new and formidable chapter of her royal journey, her enrollment at the prestigious General Military Air Academy has prompted a sweeping and highly strategic reorganization of her personal security team. This is not merely a logistical adjustment, it is a powerful reflection of her evolving role, a national concern, and a poignant reminder of the burdens that come with the crown. With her future as queen already being meticulously shaped, every detail surrounding her safety, public exposure, and military involvement has taken on a new dimension, tightly interwoven with symbolism, heritage, and Spain's modern monarchy's future survival. Behind the picturesque images often released to the public of Princess Leonor in elegant uniforms or composed postures at formal ceremonies lies a reality of intense preparation and constant vigilance. From her formative years in the palace under the watchful eyes of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia to her current rigorous military training, Leonor's life has always been under scrutiny. However, this new chapter demands more than just academic or physical preparation. It demands absolute operational precision from the Royal Guard, the National Intelligence Center, and all other branches tasked with safeguarding her. The announcement of her admission to the Air Academy was met with national pride, but it also triggered silent alarm bells in security corridors, prompting questions not only of logistics but of geopolitics, technology, and counterintelligence. The security team responsible for Princess Leonor was already one of the most elite units in Europe, composed of individuals trained in modern surveillance, close protection, cyber monitoring, and international threat detection. But now, the stakes are being redefined. Unlike the palace or structured ceremonial events, the Air Academy presents a dynamic, semi-public environment with increased unpredictability. Princess Leonor will be living, training, and interacting with fellow cadets, some of whom will come from military or civilian backgrounds, thereby adding layers of complexity to threat assessment. The royal house's decision to reorganize her security apparatus comes not from vague concern, but from real, data-driven projections that consider both domestic radicalism and global tensions in which royals, especially heirs, are increasingly considered high-value symbolic targets. Spain's Ministry of Defense and the royal household worked in tandem to reassess every security measure in place. The reorganization includes the deployment of new facial recognition technologies within the academy grounds, increased drone surveillance, and the quiet introduction of artificial intelligence-driven pattern monitoring. While these details remain classified in their specifics, sources close to the palace have hinted that Leonor's security is now on par with that of a head of state. The Spanish Civil Guard and a select team of specialized agents have undergone extensive updates to their protection protocols, not just to prevent physical threats but to counteract cyber intrusions that could reveal her location or communication details. In an era where digital leaks can endanger even the most closely guarded operations, ensuring encryption integrity and cyber firewall effectiveness has become as vital as traditional bodyguard assignments. But the deeper layer to this story lies not only in logistics but in its emotional and symbolic weight. Princess Leonor is not simply another cadet. Her presence at the Air Academy is charged with the intention of showing the Spanish public, and indeed the international community, that the future monarch will be a ruler forged in service, discipline, and national defense. Her very admission was a calculated, deeply symbolic move intended to evoke confidence in the monarchy's commitment to country. It is also a direct echo of her father King Felipe VI's own path, who similarly undertook military training as part of his preparation to become monarch. However, the context today is far more complex. The monarchy is under continuous scrutiny from Republican factions, political groups calling for constitutional reform, and a public that is increasingly demanding transparency, modernity, and relevance. The stakes, therefore, are dual. They concern both Princess Leonor's safety and the future perception of the crown. Any lapse, no matter how small, could have repercussions that transcend security, potentially shaking public confidence in the institution. This is precisely why the royal house is not taking any chances. Every measure, every decision, and every change in her security arrangement is being made with one eye on tradition and the other on the ever-changing risks of the 21st century. The internal restructuring is believed to involve not just more personnel but the strategic reshuffling of veteran intelligence officers and security advisors with decades of experience handling international threats, hostage crises, and royal protection operations. This transformation is happening in a Spain that is redefining its identity. As political shifts challenge historical norms, the monarchy remains one of the few constants in national life. Yet, it must adapt, fluidly, silently, and effectively. Princess Leonor, though young, now represents this bridge between the past and the future. Her every move is imbued with meaning. The royal family understands this, and that is precisely why such an immense effort is being deployed to guarantee her ability to fulfill her destiny without interruption or scandal. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace confirm that Leonor herself has been briefed extensively on not only her academic and military responsibilities but also the risks inherent in her position. It is reported that she underwent a special training module designed for heirs to high office, including simulations of emergency evacuations, hostage scenarios, and even misinformation warfare. This is not about preparing her for abstract threats, it is about creating a leader who is aware, capable, and resilient in an increasingly uncertain world. Those tasked with her protection do not merely serve as guards, they serve as invisible guardians of Spain's constitutional fabric. And there's another quiet truth emerging from this decision: Queen Letizia's influence in the background. Known for her meticulous attention to detail and modern approach to monarchy, Queen Letizia is believed to have pushed for a more dynamic, technologically reinforced security model. Her journalism background and years observing institutional operations likely make her one of the more informed royals when it comes to risk management. Though she keeps a deliberate distance from direct policymaking, palace insiders suggest her protective instincts as a mother played a significant role in the timing and depth of this reorganization. Meanwhile, King Felipe VI continues to walk the delicate line between his constitutional duties and his personal investment in shaping Leonor as his successor. His involvement in the restructuring has been described as hands-on, with multiple briefings from intelligence officials and military advisors. In public, he remains stoic. In private, however, there is no denying the emotional burden of watching his daughter step into a role that is both dangerous and indispensable. The reshaping of her security is as much about legacy as it is about strategy. The public, for their part, remains fascinated. Spanish citizens, especially younger generations, see Princess Leonor not only as a future queen but as a relatable young woman navigating a complex world with poise. Her appearances in military attire have garnered admiration and a sense of pride, especially in rural and conservative regions. Social media channels erupt with supportive messages every time she's spotted in uniform or participating in public events. But admiration also comes with vulnerability. The same visibility that fuels her popularity also feeds potential risks, which is why her security's modernization is not a luxury, it is a necessity. As international observers watch Spain's monarchy evolve, many view this moment as critical. In an age where traditional institutions are being challenged by populism, economic instability, and technological disruption, the ability of a royal family to remain relevant often depends on its adaptability. The reorganization of Leonor's security team is a masterstroke in this strategy. It shows foresight, technological engagement, and above all, a deep understanding that to secure the monarchy's future, they must first secure its future queen. The question that now lingers in the minds of those following this story is not whether Princess Leonor is safe. Her newly fortified security ensures she is, but whether this level of preparation signals a deeper anxiety within the monarchy itself. Is this just a precautionary move, or a sign of heightened political tension and evolving threats? What lies ahead for Leonor as she continues down this path? The palace remains silent, as it often does, leaving the public to interpret events through official photos and limited press statements. But behind the scenes, every choice made reveals a profound awareness of the changing landscape in which this young royal must learn to rule. And so, as Princess Leonor takes to the skies, literally and symbolically, Spain holds its breath, not out of fear, but out of anticipation. This is the making of a queen in real time. The reorganization of her security detail is not an isolated event, it is a pivotal chapter in the construction of a monarchy that must endure, evolve, and inspire. Will this fortified path protect and prepare her for the weighty crown she is destined to wear, or is it merely the beginning of greater trials to come? As always, the eyes of the nation, and the world, remain fixed on the princess who will one day be queen. What do you think this bold new step means for the monarchy's future? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned as we continue to uncover the stories behind the crown.